Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I am Adam McKola outside Old Trafford, where Manchester United have drawn 2-2 with Arsenal. A little bit of a better performance from Manchester United today. I say a little bit, it was probably a lot better compared to what we saw served up at Southampton and against Palace. But nevertheless, it was 2 points dropped from Manchester United today. Again, ever since Jose Mourinho said we'll be in the top 4 by Christmas, we've dropped 6 points. And that, quite frankly, is not good enough. Today, there were positives, there were things that were a little bit better. You look at the team selection, we started centre-backs, ladies and gentlemen. We actually started centre-backs, which was great to see. Bailly and Rojo, so much madness, so much hot sauce. They're all a little bit wild. They made a few mistakes, but I think we have to give them time because we've seen that we haven't got centre-halves we can rely on. Eric Bailly's been left out of the team because of issues with Mourinho or injuries or whatever. He should be playing, and he showed that today. Marcus Rojo, I know he's a little bit mental. He made a mistake. But again, he showed he's an option in defence, and we've not been using them. There are also two players that give it everything. When you look at the back sometimes, you see centre-halves that are just happy to, here's the ball, I'm going to give it to Matic and let Matic hit it sideways. Whereas Bailly and Rojo were picking up the ball and thinking, I'm going to try to beat 4 men here. And they'd beat 1, 2, 3 and get the ball away. And immediately we'd already progressed to the second third of the pitch. And we don't get that with our other centre-halves. I think Victor Lindelof does it very well. But apart from that, we haven't got any centre-halves that are comfortable with the ball at their feet. Bailly and Rojo might not look comfortable, but they actually bring it forward. And that's what we need from there. Delo, I think he had an iffy game, Delo. I thought he got better as the game went on, but he started off a little bit here and there. And I think that's to be given. He was playing in a back 5. He was making his first Premier League start. And Arsenal are very quick. Arsenal move everywhere. So he was looking over his shoulders and everything. So there was times when he'd make the recovery challenge. And I thought he did okay, but still much to improve on from Delo. Darmian, I don't know what people are going to say at home. I thought Darmian was very good today. And it's mad. I feel sorry for Darmian. Look, in the summer, he could have went to Italy. He wanted to go to Italy. He wanted to get out of Manchester United. He didn't go. And you know what Matteo Darmian's done? He's kept his head down. He's trained hard. No fake back injuries or little niggles here and there to give an excuse to be out of the squad. If he wants to be in a matchday squad, he'll be in the matchday squad. No complaints. And then when you ask him to play, he gets his head down and works hard and puts in a performance. Now, he might not be great, but that's what he's been doing here. And you know what? I'm not going to knock Darmian because I know he's not good enough for us. But it's what we have at the moment. And I thought today he did okay. Midfield. Apparently Matic got a match on the television. Quite frankly, I don't know how that happened. What match were they watching? Were they watching a match from 2011 when he won the league or something? Because they couldn't have been watching that today. I thought Matic, he couldn't pass wind. He was too slow. Cumbersome on the ball. Dilly-dallying all the time. And it's like, Matic, how can you get away with being poor week in, week out for months? Yet Paul Pogba, who has been inconsistent, yes, but at times one of our best players, is our second top goal scorer. He has a shocker against Southampton and you immediately pull him out. That seems to me like double standards, and we have double standards like that all over the park. Chris Smalling can have a shocker every week. He'll still start next week, but Eric Bailly or Marcus Rojo, nah, man can't start next week if you make a mistake. And that's what's really frustrating with me. We've got players there that we could actually work on, could actually try and coach, could actually try and make better, but we seem hesitant to do that. Fred in midfield. Okay, if you want to drop Pogba and make a statement after the Southampton game, which I could agree with because it was awful, if you want to do that, do it, but then use Fred. If I'm Pogba and I'm on the bench and you're picking Matic, I'm thinking, really? You're dropping me, you're not dropping him. How can that be? So it's an interesting one. I thought Herrera did okay today. Few mistakes, but energy. And it kind of felt like he was the only one in that midfield area at times. Going forward was where we had our best signs, to be fair. Jesse Lingard. I think if you watch on television, you don't see what Lingard brings to the game because he's dropping in between the lines. He's creating space. He's pulling defenders out of positions. And Jesse Lingard's very important to our attack. Anthony Martial, whose birthday it was today, 23 years old. He's the top goal scorer at this club, you know. He's a top goal scorer at this club. 23 years old. He's in a new country. Last season he hardly played. His second season he had problems. when you look at that, he has done incredibly well at Manchester United. And Anthony Martial, our top goal scorer this season, happy birthday to him. Disappointed he's injured, because hopefully doesn't mean he misses the game against Fulham, because we've got him firing again. The last 2-3 games, he wasn't great. The goals dried up. And today he was a lot better. Rashford as well. When you put Martial and Rashford up top, pace galore, stretching defenders left, right and centre. And then Martial had to go off. Lukaku comes on. And it looks like he's the one that's been on since the start of the game. And Rashford's just come on. Because Rashford's moving everywhere and Lukaku's not doing nothing. Like, please, Ram. I just want Romelu Lukaku to go home, watch videos of him playing for Everton. Because you were the man at Everton. Even at West Brom, you were the man. United last season, you did things okay. But now I just look at you and I think, who is this guy? Have we signed Adi Akinbaye? Because that's not Romelu Lukaku. That's not the Lukaku I see in a Belgium shirt. And that's not the Lukaku I saw last season for United or in an Everton shirt. We need to get the best form out of Lukaku, because I still think he's a fantastic striker. But when he plays like that, he doesn't look like he's worth 75 quid, never mind 75 million. We need more from him. We need a lot more from him. But today, I felt like as well, we could have turned the screw, you know. In that second half, it felt like a United goal was coming. And yet again, the substitutions I felt let us down. The substitutions let us down because we seemed to... I know Martial had to go off because he was injured. But don't take Lingard off and don't bring Lukaku on, because Lukaku's movement is just non-existent. I think what Howson said was spot on about Fellaini as well. You have certain matches for Fellaini. This weren't it. This weren't it. We were looking good with the movement, with the passing, with moving Rashford, with the pacing behind their defence. And once that stopped, we looked poor, and the chances weren't coming. I thought 2-2 was a fair result, you know. I thought 2-2 was a fair result. I thought it was a little bit better. But ultimately, it's papering over the cracks, innit? It's papering over the cracks. We're no closer to the top 4. We're 2 points further away from the top 4. These were our rivals. If we're looking to catch them, we need to beat them. And we failed to do that. We ain't getting in the top 4 this season. So we need to start looking ahead and looking to the future. And in my opinion, that's without Mourinho. But we know this club, this board, they're out of their depth too. They're inept. And they ain't going to pull the trigger until it's too late. Anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below on what was a little bit better of a performance from United today. 2 points dropped, though. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Fancam's coming your way. And for now, we're out of here.